Hi, Jason Ganal, GQue Barbecue. So what happens if you take all the things you like about a grilled cheese and all the things you like about a taco? You get a grilled cheese taco. If you want to see how we do that, it's coming up right now. For proven recipes and techniques using live fire, smash down that subscription button and hit that bell notification, and you won't miss any of our videos. If you're on Instagram, give me a follow at jason.ganal. I just got on about a month ago and I'm having all kinds of fun. So the inspiration for today's video comes from my friends over at High Point Drive-In in St. Louis Instagram account. They posted a picture of these grilled cheese tacos and I'd never seen these before and I thought they looked absolutely delicious and I thought it was something I wanted to try. So today we're going to put our little twist on it by smoking off the ground beef first and making our grilled cheese tacos. So the first thing we want to do to add maximum flavor into our ground beef is put a layer of smoke into it. We're going to get a softball size of coals going over here in a slow and sear. This is going to help us maintain around a 250-degree temperature as we smoke off the ground beef. I'm going to add a little chunk of hickory wood to it so we get that flavor going. Then we'll add the ground beef to the kettle and let it go till it cooks all the way through or reaches an internal temperature of around 165 degrees. So to make the grilled cheese portion of the grilled cheese taco, the first thing we want to do is roll out some pieces of white bread. It's important in my mind to roll these out before we cook them, because if we wait till after we cook them, this is going to happen. So what I like to do when smoking ground beef is to flatten it. And what this does is create as much surface area so we can get as much smoke flavor as possible into the meat. If you guys have never smoked ground beef, I highly recommend it for any recipe that calls for ground beef. We did a video with Sloppy Joe's where we smoked the ground beef first and it was absolutely fantastic. If that's something you guys want to see, go ahead and click that iCard up above. Go ahead and season the ground beef with some taco seasoning. So this has been cooking for a while. We're going to go ahead and break it all up. So I can tell the ground beef has come up to a temperature of 165 degrees because it's completely brown, and it's also, you can see the smoke has penetrated it by the different colors that are in there. There is some fat that's in here, so I'm going to drain that off, and then we're going to make the taco seasoning base for the ground beef. So I'm going to add about 6 ounces of water, and I'm going to season up the water with some taco seasoning. And remember, we already seasoned up the meat, so the meat's going to have a good smoky taco seasoning flavor already in it. This is just to get some good flavor down into the water to make a good taco sauce. I'm going to place the meat directly over the coals for about 10 minutes. So our meat is done. The next thing we want to do is take our half lit of chimney coals and add it to the slow and sear. When using the drip and griddle, which we're going to use today for the very first time, it's important that you never use more than about a half a chimney or a half a slow and sear full of hot coals, as you can set yourself up to warping the pan. This is the first time we're going to be using the drip and griddle. If you haven't seen this, it's available through the Adrenaline Barbecue channel. They also have a YouTube channel with all kinds of recipes. I'll put a link up above in the iCard. 2 different ways to get your pan ready for the grilled cheese. You can just apply the butter or ghee to the bread like this, or you can put it directly into the pan. We are going to do both, and I recommend doing both too. So for today's grilled cheese sandwich, we're using good old American processed cheese because it just melts awesome. If you have a favorite type of cheese you like to use in grilled cheese, use it if you make this at home. And also, let me know in your comments down below what cheese makes the best grilled cheese in your opinion. I'd love to hear from you, and I love reading your guys' comments. So for the lettuce, I'm going to be using green leaf today. I love the color that it provides. When slicing tomatoes for tacos, it's always best to use tomatoes that are very firm. I find Roma tomatoes seem to be perfect for dicing for tacos. Perfect. That's just what we're going for. We'll go ahead and take this guy off. Set it over here. If you want to get super fancy, what you can do is you can take the bottom of a bowl and you can use that and press down around. This will give you the perfect little taco shell to put all of your ingredients into. However, if you don't want to get all nice and fancy, you can just put it right into one of these. And we're not super worried about getting nice and fancy, so we're going to build our taco shells like this. So now it's time to assemble the tacos. We have the perfect grilled cheese circle that if you want to do that, I showed you how to use that. And if you don't, we've got just a standard grilled cheese sandwich that's flattened and ready for all of our toppings. I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to tacos. Give me some good beef, whether it's skirt steak or flank steak or any kind of well-prepared meat, and a nice salsa, and I'm a happy guy with whatever else you put into there. Only one thing left to do. Now for my favorite part, the taste test. Absolutely delicious. Guys, if you like tacos, if you like grilled cheese, this is an absolute must make in my opinion. The first thing I notice is the zip from the green chili. I love how that complements the cheese and the grilled cheese sandwich, and the taco seasoning. Man, who does not love taco seasoning? The taco seasoned ground beef, along with the green chili, the cheese, the toasted bread, it's out of the park delicious in my opinion. Top it with whatever you like, and you got yourself a winner. Guys, if that looked good, if that's something you want to try, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Jason Goodall, GQue Barbecue.